The Todd Shapiro Show. Canada Laughs. SiriusXM 168.
So, yeah, dude, Dara, this is cool. First off, UBIQ, there's stores in Philly and one in Washington, D.C., and you guys know everything there is to know about shoe culture. Follow them at UBIQ Life, a really cool, active sort of Twitter handle there, and also fun on Instagram. And you guys are amazing. But we'll just talk football right now. And dude, that game... that game was unbelievable. Like, I think even better than last year's game. And obviously, if you're an Eagle fan, way better. But that was just an unbelievable game. Let's start with that. Like, being a diehard Eagles fan, what was it like to see the offense going back and forth and back and forth? I mean, could you handle it?
It was amazing. I can't even lie to you. Just no punts at all in the game. It just, I don't know. It was great. That's the type of game I wanted to see. I didn't want to see a blowout. I wanted it to be exciting. It kept me on my toes the whole game. So it was fun.
Yeah, but, I mean, you must have been real nervous there. Last second of play, Brady escapes a tackle from a sack, just tosses a beast right near Gronk. And, like, what's going through your head at that point?
I was so nervous. Like, they dropped the ball. When he dropped the ball, it took me 2-3 seconds to even react because I didn't know if we won yet. But it was crazy.
Nice.
Did you, Choclair, did you watch the game? I
did watch the game, yeah, and I watched it, and it was dope because, there's a lot of, I guess I was around a lot of Pats fans, but like I always kind of like the Eagles, I don't have a favorite team in the NFL because, I'm a Toronto guy all the way around. But I was rooting for the Eagles, and it was good to see them win it, and I was happy. I didn't actually realize that was their very first Super Bowl. I thought they won a Super Bowl before, or maybe before the team moved. Did the team ever move to Philadelphia, or was it a different team in a different city before and then moved to Philadelphia, or was it always Philadelphia?
It was always Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that was their first one. I thought they won it before, but
Dario, how long? I should know this. How long have the Eagles been around since?
I don't know how long they've been around since I've been born. That's the only team I ever rooted for. And we had some rough years with McNabb, the Dawkins era, where we would go to the conference finals and not quite make it. Then we made it once, and Brady beat us. Come back around 13 years later and beat Brady. It's just beautiful, man. It feels good.
It was sweet. It was sweet to beat Brady this time, huh?
Yeah, it was. I mean, surprisingly that he's still in the league and still dominating, but hey, the win was much better, man. The win for us was much better. I
have a crazy question for you right now. Now you do like a lot of the shoes and everything like that, right? Like you have all the things. Now let me ask you about your shoes. What shoes did you wear to the parade today, and how bad did they get scuffed up?
So I knew to be safe today, so I wore Air Max 97s, the silver bullet.
Okay, yeah. So you were safe. It wasn't some vintage, number 3 Jordans or something like that.
No. I wore silver bullets because the sneaker is silver and it wouldn't get scuffed up too much. But right now they are kind of brown. They're muddy bullets.
Hey Dario, that's I'm glad Choclair brought up the threes because it just jogged my mind. This dude Justin Timberlake, who's a big Nike guy. Comes out at halftime, and I didn't even realize he had these special Justin Timberlake Jordan 3s he's busting, and they did you guys get any of those?
Nah, we didn't get those. Those are exclusive to his tour for now. So they'll be doing merch pop-ups on his tour where you can get those sneakers. If it's a worldwide release, we will most certainly get them. There are some 3s dropping this month, so that's what the excitement's about now.
Yeah, there's a ton of 3s, and I know those were like collabs with Tinker Hatfield, who's the original designer, and they brought back the original design right on the 3s that they're going to release with the Nike swoosh on them, right?
Yeah, that was nice. I can't lie, that was nice. And JT, he posted a picture before he performed, so Sneaker Blogs caught it, and I seen it before. And then when I was watching them perform and watching them dance, creasing them up, I was cringing the whole time.
Without, because I know that you have your secret and everything with it. Without giving away your secret, how how did you get into the sneaker game and all that stuff? Like, like without giving away your secrets in the way that you operate, but how was, your motivation and everything? How did you get into the sneaker game and become, the business and the company that you are now?
Well, it just came naturally. I'm in Philadelphia. I would drive to New York all the time just to grab the Yeezys and grab the releases that I couldn't get in my own city. And just being that guy wearing that stuff, and then plus like my education, it kind of all brought together. And when I was able to granted the opportunity to interview, go to UBIQ and talk to those guys, it kind of all just matched up because it was just like my real life matched with my education, and it was a beautiful marriage. And now we just expanded things and doing more innovative stuff over there.
Yeah, UBIQ Life's a great store, man. It makes me jealous I'm not in Philly. And like, yeah, there's, some great releases coming out. What's coming out? What should people look forward to of any brand in the next few weeks?
Stay close to Jordan because like these threes are coming.
Are the black cements limited?
They'll be somewhat limited. Everybody won't get them, but you will have a good chance of getting those.
Okay.
It just depends on how aggressive you are. I would say everything's limited. They're not going to stay on the shelves. They won't. We also got the gold toes, those gold toes, Jordan 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patent leather all the way through. Real nice sneaker.
Is that a limited? Sorry, Dariel. Is that a limited?
These won't stay on the shelves. If you have a chance,
they're limited until they're on the shelf. They're limited because they won't be on the shelf. Hey, for new sneakerheads that are coming out over there, what's your best advice to like making sure that you keep whatever sneaker it is that you got, just to keep them fresh and clean, that they always look like you just came out of the shop with them? What's your best advice of what they should do?
I just pick and choose where I go with them on. Like I knew I was going to this parade, so I threw on something that was pretty simple. But if I want to show off, or I know that I might just be walking really lightly somewhere, that's when you pull out your heaters. Other than that, keep them like a museum. Hold tight to them. Just leave them in the box or leave them displayed. Other than that, rock them when you know it's a light day.
If they get dirty, how do you fix them up?
We use Sneaker Lab over at UBIQ. We have a company where and sometimes we also do some pop-ups in store where you could just come in with your sneakers for free. Just come to the store, sit in there, and we'll clean the sneakers. You just stay close to our social at UBIQ Life, and we'll always tell you when it's those days. And it's fun. You just come sit in the chair like the old days when you got your shoes shine, but we're cleaning sneakers.
I love that, man.
Do you give out a glass of wine at the same time while we're waiting for our shoes to get clean, or a glass of champagne or something like that?
When the Eagles win, yes, we do.
Hey, Dario, congrats on that amazing Eagles game. And you know what I liked, and I'll just say a little sort of a humility message here. And I thought it was really cool how you utilized your social media during that time, going like, come on, guys, don't tear this town apart. Like, too much to celebrate, and while you're diehards, you know, and you're super fans, you wanted to respect the city, and I thought that was a good social message you were putting out there. And was that tough for you to watch?
Yeah, it was. Only our store is right in the middle of it. So, like the parade was today, our store is right in the middle of the madness. So it was really personal on our end because we didn't want our store to get wrecked. So. I mean, I've watched a lot of people wreck the city. For the most part, everybody had fun. So that's the best part about it. But yeah, the rest of it is like it is cringy.
Cool. What was the highlight of today's parade?
Just the people being free and just being outside. They had stations set up. People were just happy, high-fiving strangers. It's just a joyous time. We just being in the street. Last time I seen the street cut off like that was when the Pope was here, and
so the only time it was bigger was just as big. You see, the Eagles matched the Pope.
That's fun. Like,
they were just giving out holy water, though. Hey, Dario, thanks for joining us, buddy. I love what you guys are doing at UBIQ Life, and I love these shoe segments. And it was cool that you guys won. I thought it was cool that we got this relationship thing going now, and your team won it. So good Good luck. Just to let you know, though, our Leafs are going to crush your Flyers.
Yeah, sorry.
And our Raptors are going to crush. Well, your 76ers don't have a team, but
yeah, sorry. We only got love for the Eagles.
Trust the process.
We'll talk to you next week, okay, my man?
All right, thanks, Todd.
Okay,
right.
no problem.
Peace,
Thanks,
bro.
dude.
The Todd Shapiro Show, Canada Laughs, SiriusXM 168.